Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Who am I but I'm Dre Mac? Came into the game just to spit facts. Into the space that I'm in. They call me Bobby Drake cause I'm cold with the pen. I run no diamonds but I still shine. You can dig me cause my bar's mine. My tracks flame like a Gamu. The artist card on my tongue. Thinking it's a warm glue. I'ma throw with a gas leak. Camouflage in the mist but you smell me. One spark and I bet you I'ma blow up. They throw my name around. Get stupid then you go dumb. No rest for the weary. A versus thinking in his man, but you can't see me. You rather drink than go pull up. I'm drinking knife through the game, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
Let me get him where I fit in.
What is going on, everybody? This is your man Drake, man, coming to you with a quick impromptu video. I said I was going to do this video after I came from seeing the Thunderbolts, so I want to make sure that I'm giving you this video. Got this mic right. Give you this video since I legitimately just came from seeing the Thunderbolts. So I'm going to quickly tell you what I think about the Thunderbolts here. Hopefully you guys are happy. Hopefully you guys are healthy. Shout out to my man Heavy Gan over at the Heavy Gan channel. But you already know how I do. The real question is, all right. So real quickly, because I don't have like that much time today, because I gotta go to work. I already got my work shoes on, gotta put my stuff in the bag, get up out of here. So just came from seeing the Thunderbolts, and I will say that let me just say that it is a really good film, especially if you are a person who has dealt with not feeling adequate, not feeling up to par, everything. When I tell you, this is the movie that Sam Wilson needed to be in, because it's literally about grief and counseling and understanding your flaws and everything. I mean, with this movie, why in the hell wasn't he not in this? Because his superpower is counseling. And he most definitely needed to be in this movie for counseling reasons alone. Because there's a lot of things going on in this movie with different characters that seriously need to sit down and talk about it. They need to talk about it. I will say that this movie, to me, is a continuation of a few projects. You now have the full circle moment at the end. It pays off Hawkeye with Yelena Belova, which is Florence Pugh is probably one of the cutest cutest actress I've ever, and she is just so cute. She is dark, so freaking cute, and she is the emotional beat to this movie. Florence Pugh gives you a different Black Widow, not like the one that we seen with Scarlett Johansson. This particular Black Widow is very emotional because she was a little sister. And what I do like is that they deviated away from who she is as far as, or the little sister. They have it deviated away from the aspect of the little sister portion that she is. And she is the emotional heartbeat to this whole entire movie. Wyatt Russell as John Walker, aka U.S. Agent. You know what I'm saying? It continues the story after Falcon and the Winter Soldier. To me, there was a lot of good payoffs. If you've seen Black Widow, like I personally like Black Widow. Oh, do they satisfy me what they did in this movie when it came to Black Widow. Oh, when you see the scene, I'm like, oh, well, I'm glad that's over. It's so satisfying. Oh, that part was satisfying. But it's a continuation of a few movies, in a few shows. Hawkeye, Black Widow, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, where they got introduced. Um, with Hannah John Kamen playing Ghost, they kind of hit towards why she's been missing for so long, but to me didn't explore it enough. I kind of wish they would explore just a little bit more with her and why why she was gone. But again, they do at least kind of give you something. They don't just leave it ambiguous. Pacing of this movie, very, very beat to beat to beat to beat to beat. And there's nothing stupid where you're going from beat to beat to beat and it becomes dumb. Where you just sit there like, what the hell am I watching? Like what we seen in a lot of the MCU movies, the tone of it, the joke, a little bit more adult jokes. Okay, I mean, they wasn't going, full, what up, Storm Dagger Films? I think you would enjoy it too. It goes from beat to beat to beat to beat, but the beat, it actually does something that I complained about with Marvel movies for a long time. Joke, 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 joke. But then when you have that emotional tone, you have the emotional scene, you try to skip past that for a joke. No, they actually talk like actual adults. David Harbour, star of the show. I'm sorry. David Harbour is so incredibly awesome. And he's the emotional backbone of this. You think that the silly character, the funny character, he is the emotional backbone of the actual film. Of course, Sebastian Stan is Bucky Barnes. Bucky is doing Bucky things, and it's funny because they kind of play up the fact that he's the representative of his district in Brooklyn, and he's now a congressman and stuff like that. But he's not really good. He's just got it's just kind of there. He's trying to figure it out, but that's not really what he's into. But it was still it was still good. Julie Louis-Dreyfus is Valentina. Yeah, I'm not saying all of that. You know who she is, Val. She is so good at what she does. So incredibly good at what she does. She makes you pissed off. It makes you like do something to her. But I'm not gonna lie, it has a lot of the elements of The Boys without all the extra like over the wall cussing and over the wall like I gotta show you this shock value scene. It had a little hint of that. And if you read the comics, a little Dark Reign. A little hint of Dark Reign. Let me just say this, because Storm Dagger Films, you asked it for it because I was getting ready to go to this. Robert Reynolds, Lewis Pullman, which his dad is was godly from Independence Day and from Spaceballs and all that. That's his father. When I tell you, when he becomes Sentry, for one, he's awesome as Bob. But when he becomes Sentry, the Sentry, I tweeted, the Sentry's dope as he's dope, super dope, awesome. I'm telling you, Captain Marvel ain't got nothing. I would say had Bob with Thanos. Is all I'm saying. Thanos wouldn't have stood a chance with Sentry. You know what I mean? But Sentry is super OP. And if you don't know who the Sentry is, just go look him up. Oh my God, he was awesome as a Sentry. The suit, everything. It stuck as close to the comics as possible. You know what I mean? It stuck to the, it stuck to the comics as close as possible. Again, very emotional. It has some very hard emotional scenes, very good pacing, very good cinematography. You know, time jokes where the jokes is just time. Not everybody got to be funny. You know what I mean? Everybody doesn't have to be funny. There's a person who's selling the jokes. There's your guy that you got your emotional character, you got your caring character. It's a hodgepodge, and I liked it. Now, I will compare this film. To me, it gave me Thor Ragnarok vibes and Guardians of the Galaxy 2. Now, the reason why I say Guardians of the Galaxy 2, because you're dealing with so much emotional trauma that you're masking and you're trying to get over, but it's just hard because you can't. And I'm not talking about the daddy aspect. That's just the forefront of it, but the underlying tone of who is really there for you. What is your purpose in life? All of that. Guardians of the Galaxy 2 really hit that home, you know, about each character's purpose in the family aspect of that. That's what it gave me. But as far as like the tone, it was Thor Ragnarok, but not the silliness of it. You know what I mean? It just got that feeling where this is not a bad. I can actually enjoy myself. And there's 2 post-credit scenes. Stay to the end for the post-credit scene. Stay to the end for the post-credit scene because you want to stay to the post-credit scene. All right, I got to get up out of here. I think you guys will enjoy it. It's a enjoyable film. Now, I will say that I totally disagree. This is the best film I've seen since Endgame because you can't compare. Well, I would say, okay, if I'm going to compare it to any of the films that came out, the tone, not the tone, a little Shang-Chi, as far as like the pacing and cinematography, Shang-Chi. As far as like a deep emotional portion, Guardians of the Galaxy 3. When you start talking about emotions, Guardians 3. And that's it. All right. So hopefully you guys are, you know, cool with my impromptu spoiler review. I didn't want to make a video and then upload it and all of that. I ain't got time. So I thank you guys for sticking in to this quick impromptu non-spoiler review of Thunderbolts. If you've seen it, please do not put spoilers in the comments. Please do not put spoilers in the comments. But I appreciate you guys for sticking around or whatever. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that bell notification so you can never, ever miss one of my videos again. Until next time, I'm gonna holler at you guys later. Peace and vibe power. I'm going back and go see it on Saturday. Where's my outro at? Because look, I gotta go because I got something to watch. I got something to watch. Wait a minute. You're telling me the video's over? What? Huh. Okay, I guess so. If you have came to this portion of the video, thank you so very much for sticking to the end. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that little bell notification so you never miss one of my videos. And if you really want to, you don't got to, go ahead and follow the social media links that's down below. Until next time, I'll let you guys later. Peace and vibe higher, y'all. Y'all take care of yourself.